Hello, welcome to this lecture. In this lecture, I am going to teach you unique constraint in MySQL database. MySQL query statement while preparing a database structure, a table, sometimes we require to maintain unique data in this particular data row. One row is having one simple data and another row we need not to create same duplicate row in this particular data row. For applying a column like a unique constraint, it will automatically taken care about the database itself. It will identify and observe that we need not to verify it whether this mail ID is already like phone number, email ID, Aadhaar number, any unique identity number. If the persons are having to, we need not to cross check it. Once the data of that particular data row is available in our database, it won't allow you to insert another duplicate row. Anything it should be changed on that particular row, like email ID, telephone number, or driving license number, or any unique identity number like government issued identity authorities. Anything you can take it. Where we'll see in real time example where email ID of a person, where the person is registered with his unique email ID and the person is trying to inserting and registering trying to using the same email ID. What will happen? Let's see by creating a new table here. Like let's simply we can create one table, create table, persons, new I'm creating. Okay, the parenthesis terminate here. Now the ID and the length of 10 not null primary key and first name, simple verification, simple statement only I am preparing here to understand very easy. First name is varchar, the second name is varchar only, or else is last name, first name, last name, and I'm not issuing any not null here. Okay, whether you can insert the data or not, your wish. Email, and here some email length it is around 50 I'm giving here. Okay, now what I'm doing here for email we need to a data type we have to specify. Now see, simply I'm extending to previous tables we have created so far. In this table, especially, I'm adding unique constraint for email. That particular email column I require to use it is a unique constraint, means any for single email ID it is registered for the single record only. Means one person is eligible for to register one single record only. Now how it is? Just simply apply in database side. Apply for a unique with email. Sorry. Email. That's it. Move on. EML. How the spelled you have written in the column name, the same thing will be right here. Okay. Now, yes, I can apply here. It's not first email. Okay. Persons underscore name. Go here to create a database table. Table is successfully created. Now we'll go with this. New tab. Let it be the same the query. Okay, the same the table script what we have prepared for creation of the table, let it be the same. Come here and person underscore name. This is the table. I'm going to inserting a record. I'm going to inserting a record with the same email ID twice. What happens? We'll see now. So just simply see here by pressing insert button here. It will be constructed here PHP myadmin that insert MySQL query statement. ID, first name, last name, and email. 4 columns are available here till here. And values, first column, the ID, numeric, I'm sending straight away the value. And the first name is John. and the last name is Mary, and the email ID john@gmail.com. Strings we have to transmit. The type we have taken varchar, so it's a string, right? The query, like an insert query statement construction, is prepared successfully. Now, what we want to do here, it's an insert statement I want to execute. Press go and execute. Now let's see. Open with another window. Same window, let it be the same. For the next query, we can run it straight away. And this is the table creation. And this is the window. I'll write and see. On the table of persons new, this is the record. John Perry and email ID. This is the inserted successfully, right? Now see here again, insert query. I am executing. Now see, primary key. If I am sending one, the same one, what it will throw first of all the error. See, if I execute the same query, okay, what it's saying? Insert into persons new ID, the same thing. And the duplicate entry 1 for key primary. Okay, so I want to change this is 2, as we know that. And now press go. What happening? Again, it's a throwing error. What it says that insert query, the person new, same thing, like a duplicate entry john@gmail.com for key email. See, 1062 is a MySQL standardization error messages, and based on that, it says that duplicate entry john@gmail.com. There is a duplicate Gmail ID for key email. It's showing that particular email ID is a duplicate entry. All right, this is very important you to understand it. To applying unique constraint while creating a database table is very pretty easy to avoid duplicate entries into the database. If you are changing any database like an email ID, once we are applying for the only this particular email ID only. So if you are changed any John 1, it can be inserted successfully. Okay, now I would like to tell you here in this statement of creation of the database table, I applied here for email only, the column. And if you want to take more advantage to create like 2 columns to be making as an unique, like simply take last underscore. That's it. These 2 columns making it is an automatically unique. Multi-column. We can specify that multi-column like making a unique identity, that it can be possible by applying by adding what are the columns are available in this particular table by making a comma and right here the column name. That's it. Hopefully you got a good idea and understand about the unique constraint while preparing the SQL statements in creating and preparing the database structure. All you have to need not to worry about duplication of the data rows. You can strictly stop here itself. Whereas later time also any of the columns you can by making the alteration and applying the unique constraint you can do it. By alter command we have discussed about how to alter the commands. You can alter the columns and apply the unique constraint for that particular who's required the column. Thanks for watching this session. Thank you.